Hi guys, so welcome to this new series of this week. Like I said, always there's a week in a month that I'll be doing a series. So we usually post on the PabloGill channel every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. However, once a month we do a series and we focus on different topics. The first series we did was all about networking. So that was about networking on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, in-person networking events, the importance of networking events, and also how we can communicate and express ourselves in networking events and what to really expect from that. So that's all the networking week that you can check out on this channel because it's all there right now in a playlist. But this week we're going to talk all about habits. I was thinking initially we should talk about routines because we should adopt these certain things in our routines. However, there's habits, I believe, create a routine. If you stick to a habit, you find a way in a routine to involve these habits in. And I believe habits is really important and something we need to really develop and harness before the year 2020 starts. So this is a point where it's October, it's 2-3 months before the new year. It's time to really work on our habits and get that going before the new year so that when it comes to the new year, we can then apply these habits to our routine, if that makes sense. So this week I'm going to talk about 5 different habits and what we need to do. Today, for the first ever episode, we're going to talk about the 5 morning routines. So these are 5 habits that you should do, but in the morning. So it's your morning routine that you should build up as a habit. And I'm going to talk about the 5 elements of that you need to build for your morning routine to have the best morning routine ever, and what most successful people do to have optimal performance throughout the day and throughout the whole year. So let's get into it. Before we get started, as always, if you're new here, then subscribe to the channel, click the bell down below to be notified every single time we post a new video, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Also comment down below, what do you think our next series should be on? We talk a range of things about entrepreneurship and mindset, so what do you want the next series to be on? Is there any specific purpose that you want it to be on? So let's get started into the video. The first tip or the first habit to do in your morning routine, so as soon as you wake up, is no phone. I saw this post somewhere, I believe Jay Shetty posted it, and it was basically saying how you wouldn't allow 100 people to walk in your room the first thing in the morning. So imagine just waking up in the morning and opening your door and 100 people start walking in. You wouldn't allow that in your normal day-to-day life. But by checking our phone the first thing in the morning, we are allowing that to happen. We are allowing people to walk into our room and disrupt our mind first thing in the morning. So if there's one thing that a lot of successful people do, Mel Robbins talked about this as well, is to just have no phone for the first 5 minutes as soon as you wake up. Just take that 5 minutes to breathe in, open the curtains, have a look outside, reflect, think about what's going to happen throughout the day, and maybe do some meditation, do some visualizations. But what you should not be doing is seeing your phone immediately as soon as you wake up, because that can be really damaging to your mind and to how your brain works. Now, number 2, I know I should have mentioned this before, but it's about waking up early in the first place. Now, we all have 24 hours in a day, and I spoke about this in one of my time management videos, and if you have some issues with time management and you think that that's something you can't do well, definitely look at all our time management videos that I've done so far, and also see all the tips and tricks that I post on our Empowerment Club Facebook group all about time management. A lot of people talk about that. But yes, it's about waking up early. It's really important for us to really maximize the 24 hours we have in a day. And if you wake up early to all your competitors, you're getting all this time to do the non-required tasks. So to do all those tasks so that it doesn't take up so much of your time. For example, if you really want to get into your fitness, but you struggle to fit that during your day because you're so busy doing other things and other commitments, and physically you can't be in the environment to then go to gym, just wake up an hour early and fit a workout in. It could be a home workout, it could be going to the gym, but if you just wake up a bit earlier, you can find that you'll have time to then manage your time and add extra activities throughout your day. So waking up early is what every successful person does. I recommend reading The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. I know everyone's talking about waking up at 5 a.m. 6 is fine, 7 is fine, depending on how your routine and your work actually is. But just try and challenge yourself this month especially to wake up an hour before than you usually do, and just see how much time you have now to just do all those mundane tasks that you kept doing throughout your day, and you can see that you've just created more time for yourself throughout the day. Following on for that is number 3, which is exercise. Your morning routine should have some sort of exercise. That doesn't mean that you need to go to the gym. That just means you need to do something to get your body active. Like I said, it's talked about a lot in the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. But being active puts your mind in the state of active learning and active doing. If your brain is in the state of active learning, you are then able to be more creative in your work. You're able to think about more about your business and think about how you can really progress. And also be really good for you if you have a Monday 9 to 5 job, that you need to start thinking more for it. So definitely do some sort of exercise, whether that's 5-star jumps, it's burpees. Do something that gets a bit of a sweat on, just so that your brain is in a state of active learning. Number 4 is to do visualization. Like I said, you can do this as soon as you wake up, or you can do this after you have a shower, or after you do your exercise. But visualization is so important, and we thought this in our mastermind group, and we're rerunning our mastermind, so you can sign up for that down below and join the waiting list. But we talked about this in the mastermind, where you think about your future self and think about your ideal morning. And I've done this, every day for the months now, and I just think about my perfect morning and my perfect day every single morning, and I visualize that. And because you're visualizing it every single day, you actively want to seek out that perfect day, because you don't want to just carry on not living that perfect day. So you're actively trying to seek out and get that perfect day. So visualization is truly important, because who finds this when you're just going through a normal day-to-day basis? You get so stuck in what you're doing on a day-to-day, you get so stuck with the situations that's going around you, all the things that's happening around you, that you fail to think about yourself. And visualization allows you to think about yourself, and allows you to broaden your mind and see what else you can achieve, rather than just what you're thinking because of your current environment and your current status. And the last one is to journal. Journaling has been a journey for me. I started, stopped, because I thought there was something specific that I needed to write, and there's something that I just needed to say. But journaling is what you make of it. You can say certain things, or you can write certain things in your journal that someone else might not write. For me, what I do in my journal is write affirmations and my gratitude list. So when I journal, I write down my affirmations. So I am confident, I am working as my highest optimal, I am self-disciplined, and I talk about all my affirmations and write about it again and again. And the more you write it on a daily basis, the more accountable you become for it, and the more you speak into existence. A bit of a law of attraction there, but that is what I do in my journal. And I also write my gratitude list. A lot of people have found that writing their journal reduces anxiety levels, reduces depression, because they're expressing their emotions and no one is seeing that, so they don't feel judged because they're just writing on a piece of paper. So definitely try out journal. Write it on a piece of paper if you don't want to commit to a whole journal or an exercise book. But start writing stuff in your journal. Even if you have no idea what you want to write, just dedicate 5 minutes of your day to just open up your journal or open up the sheet of paper and just write down something. Just write, whether it could be a doodle, but just write down something, or write down what you're feeling. Just start with there. So those are essentially my 5 habits, or 5 things you need to do for your morning routine that will literally change your life. If you're visualizing, you're journaling, you're exercising, you're waking up early, and you don't have that distraction of your phone early in the morning to distract your mind and disrupt your creativity, this will honestly change your life. So start working on these habits for your morning routine. It will honestly change your life, even if you work on one of these habits. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to make it really simple and explain all the 5 habits that you should incorporate in your morning routine. The next few episodes is going to be about be mindful about the words that you say, you know, don't compare with other people. It's just certain habits that you can work towards, but these are more practical habits. The others are things that you still have to work on, and it's not that easy to implement. This is quite easy to implement. So like I said, habit builds, you know, there's controversy in the whole department of self-development, like how long it takes for a habit to build. Some say it's 21 days, some say it's 90 days. What I believe is 21 days, if you do it consistently, that just goes in automation mode in your mind. And when you go to 90 days, it then becomes a lifestyle. So after 21 days, it's just automation, but after 90 days, it becomes part of your lifestyle. So definitely try it for the next 21 days and incorporating all of this in your morning routine. Turn your phone off in the morning, wake up early, do journaling, get a sweat on, do some exercise, and visualize your perfect day and visualize your future. As always, I wish you guys all the best, and stay tuned for the next few videos coming up this week for All Habits Week, essentially. So if you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Also hit the bell down below to be notified every single time we post a new video, just like tomorrow. Comment down below and let us know what you think about this series and any things that you want to add on, because we're doing this ongoing. It's not all pre-recorded, so whatever you want to talk about you can share. And always the conversation happens at our Empowerment Club Facebook group after this video, so head on over there to discuss these topics together and join our community of 700 or over 700 people now. It's a big, growing, fast community that's all on a journey of self-development and entrepreneurship. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. See you later.